गुड मॉर्निंग सिद्धांत सर।
मॉर्निंग, गुड मॉर्निंग जय, कैसे हो?
बस सर मजे में।
यस सर।
हाँ सर, सब मजे में है इधर।
ओके ओके, शुभांगी करेंगी आज आप लोग के साथ सब कोऑर्डिनेट।
ओके
तो कुछ भी क्वेरीज हैं तो वो हैं यहाँ पे, तो कुछ डिस्कस करना है तो कर सकते हैं अभी, बिफोर वी लेट एवरीवन इन।
ओके ओके।
ठीक है,
यस सर।
हाँ जी
तो
बताओ।
अभी वो शिवानी परब मैम आज सबसे पहले स्टार्ट करेगी।
ठीक है,
आज अपने इसमें वो ओम प्रकाश बकोरिया सर है जो कल नहीं आए थे,
ठीक है गणेश।
तो वो आज अटेंड करने वाले हैं स्टार्टिंग में 5 मिनट के लिए।
कौन कौन आने वाले?
ओम प्रकाश बकोरिया IAS ऑफिसर है वो।
तो क्या है उनका सीक्वेंस बोलने का, कब कब बोलने वाले हो?
तो देखो, सबसे पहले वो शिवानी मैडम इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगी, सबको वेलकम करेंगी।
हाँ
फिर उसके बाद अगर सर ज्वाइन होते हैं तो
हाँ,
फिर इनवाइट करेंगे उनको, उनके बारे में थोड़ा 2 लाइन बात करेगी। और फिर मैडम इनवाइट करने के बाद वो सर बोलेंगे 5 मिनट। फिर
अच्छा तो आपने
उसके बाद
पता कब आना है, मतलब उसके हिसाब से अपन चेंज कर देंगे, मतलब वैसा आएगा।
वो 11:10 को अगर ज्वाइन हो जाएंगे
अच्छा ठीक है,
तो वो जैसे ही पार्टिसिपेंट लिस्ट में मुझे दिखते हैं मैं आपको कांटेक्ट करूंगा।
चलेगा।
और
शुभ वो
और आपको अभी सर से मोबाइल से मैंने मिनट टू मिनट शेड्यूल सेंड किया है आज का।
हाँ हाँ
उसमें सिर्फ ये ऐड करना है, बाकी सब वही सीक्वेंस रहेगा।
ठीक है। शुभांगी
और
कर लेना, ये एक कोई बीच में चेंज हो सकता है कि अगर वो ज्वाइन करे ओम प्रकाश ना,
हाँ, ओम प्रकाश बकोरिया सर।
ओम प्रकाश बकुलिया, ठीक है। अगर वो ज्वाइन करें तो करें, चेंज हो सकता है नहीं तो।
हम्म,
हाँ ये शेड्यूल तो है हमारे पास जयंत, मतलब अपने
हाँ।
में।
हम्म। और फिर शिवानी मैडम फिर विजय कुमार सर को देंगी, हैंड ओवर करेंगी।
हाँ
फिर
ठीक है
फिर वो बाकी सबको इंट्रोड्यूस करके वो उनका वेबिनार स्टार्ट करेंगे, वही सीक्वेंस है जो सीक्वेंस दिया है।
ठीक, सही।
हाँ, वो जहाँ पे लिखा है ना, जहाँ पे लिखा है ना वेलकम स्पीच, और जो डॉक्टर जयप्रकाश दुबले सर देने वाले हैं,
हम्म
वो
हम्म,
आज नहीं देने वाले हैं, वो सिर्फ विजय कुमार साहा कंटिन्यू करेंगे।
ओके।
और
शुभांगी क्या तूने?
क्या बोला?
शुभांगी
हाँ मैं नोट कर रही हूँ, मेरे पास है सामने शेड्यूल।
हाँ तो उसमें चेंज है, उसमें जयप्रकाश सर का पार्ट नहीं है, वो डायरेक्ट विजय कुमार शाह ही कंटिन्यू करने वाले हैं।
हम्म
ठीक है, और बीच में एक डिग्निटरी और ऐड हो सकता है अगर वो ज्वाइन करें, वो अपने
नहीं,
को
वो
लिस्ट।
ज्वाइन होने वाले हैं,
हाँ
सिर्फ सीक्वेंस टाइमिंग आगे पूरे हो सकता है।
ठीक,
हम्म
और नीचे में वो मिस वीतना चौहान करके है,
हम्म
थर्ड लास्ट, उनका होने के बाद डॉक्टर जयप्रकाश दुबले सर को हैंड ओवर करेंगे विजय कुमार सर।
हम्म
फिर वो उनका इंट्रोडक्शन करके देंगे विजय कुमार सर का, और फिर बाद में वापस विजय कुमार सर कंटिन्यू करेंगे। और फिर जब मेरा इंट्रोडक्शन करेंगे वो, तब आप वो फीडबैक लिंक डिस्प्ले कर देना चैट बॉक्स में
ओके।
लास्ट में, जब मेरा इंट्रोडक्शन चालू रहेगा। और फिर लास्ट में वोट ऑफ थैंक्स मेरा है।
ओके।
हाँ
ठीक है।
ठीक है। और अभी जैसे मैंने मेरा माइक ऑफ किया था और मैंने खुद ने स्टार्ट किया, वैसे बाकी जब शेड्यूल चालू रहेगा तब भी कर सकता ना?
आप कर सकते हो, बट हम लोग आपको बाय डिफॉल्ट ही ऑन कर देंगे, जो जब होगा ना उनका ऑन पहले से करके रख देंगे, ताकि वो कुछ बोलना शुरू करे और मिस ना हो जाए।
हाँ हाँ। और पब्लिक का ऑफ करके रखना है सब
हाँ,
पार्टिसिपेंट्स का।
ठीक है।
और पार्टिसिपेंट्स का वीडियो ऑफ कर सकते हैं क्या अपन?
पार्टिसिपेंट
हाँ, मैं कल कर रही थी, एवरी 10 मिनट में मैं नजर घुमा रही थी, मैं लोगों का वीडियो ऑफ कर रही थी।
तो अभी कैसा है, पार्टिसिपेंट का नाम सबका ऑफ करोगे तो कोई भी नहीं कर पाएगा। में
नहीं।
ये है कि आप सबका ऑफ करो या
हम्म।
सबका ऑन रखो, तो ऐसा होता है। और बाय डिफॉल्ट आपको मतलब लोगों को ऑफ बाय डिफॉल्ट ऑफ रखना पड़ता है। तो जो जो नहीं करते हो बाय डिफॉल्ट ऑफ, तो उनको हम मैन्युअली ऑफ करते हैं। वैसा करना पड़ता है, एक एक करके एक ऑप्शन है इसमें।
अच्छा। नहीं, क्या हुआ था कल, 2-3 लोग सो के वीडियो ऑन करके बात मतलब देख रहे थे, तो
वो
वो
मैन्युअली जा
ऊपर
जाके बंद,
लग जाता है। हाँ
एक एक करके।
हाँ।
अगर सबका ऑफ हो गया तो जो प्रेजेंट का भी चला जाए,
हम्म।
इसलिए वो नहीं कर पाते अपन।
ओके ओके।
आज भी वही करते रहेंगे, जो दिखा उसको ऑफ कर देंगे।
हाँ। करेंगे।
Hello, am I audible? Good morning, everyone. Myself, Shivani Parab from Farm to Fork Solutions, Mumbai. First of all, I would like to welcome our today's chief guest speakers and all the participants to second day of our international webinar on the topic Role of Youth Swimmer in Swim for Survival. Today is International Youth Day, so a very happy International Youth Day to all of you. We are celebrating this day by creating awareness to this webinar. This webinar is organized by JD Sports Foundation India with the support of Directorate of Sports and Youth Services, Government of Maharashtra. This webinar is moderated by Mr. Jayant Duble, General Secretary, JD Sports Foundation India, and it is also supported by Sports and Youth Welfare Department, Government of Maharashtra, FIT India, AFSTI Mumbai, Sports Indy, Water World, Swimming Association of Maharashtra, Macra Malaysia Aquatic Rescue Association, Aquaputra Malaysia, Phuket Lifeguard Club, Dolphin Swimming Club, and digital and technical support by SportVot. Yesterday, inaugural of the webinar happened in the presence of our respected sports ministers and other delegates. The main objective of this webinar, as told by our chief guest yesterday, that to tell people swimming should also be looked as a life-saving skill along with a sport. I hope this motto gets accomplished through this webinar. And to throw more light on this topic and to encourage our youth, today we have expert speakers from various parts of the world. I would like to thank Honorable Minister Shri Kiren Rijiju sir, Sports Ministry India, for his kind support to this webinar. To give best wishes to this webinar, today we have Honorable Shri Om Prakash Bakoria sir, IAS Commissioner Sports and Youth Services Maharashtra. A very warm welcome to you, sir. I would like to give a short introduction about Commissioner sir. Sir is one of the most enthusiastic sports commissioner. In a very short span of time, he has done many things for the promotion of the sports. He is also contributing his efforts in formation of International Sports University. He has been involved in the planning of Fellow India competition, which is going to be held in Haryana, and his aim is to bring a hat trick for Maharashtra. He's always working very passionately to encourage sports person of our country. So thank you, sir, for joining us. I would request you to guide all the participants and present your thoughts on this International Youth Day. Hello, sir.
Very good morning. Very good morning to all of you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. So all the participants, all the dignitaries for today's function. First of all, my wishes to all of you for International Youth Day. And United Nations has already declared it's the theme on International Youth Day. We should encourage all youth of the country, of the globe, for the development of our society, for the development of our nation, for the development of our local institution, our national institution, all of this. So the role of youth is it's a very important role for all of us. And considering today's circumstances, we are facing a severe problem of COVID-19 pandemic, and it is really affecting all of us. It's really affecting our thought process. It's affecting our health. It's affecting our mental health also. So, considering all this situation, the dire need of time is to engage all the youth for COVID-19 pandemic situation, for the development of nation, for the development of the society. And as far as today's function for the swimming, swimming is one of the most challenging thing in international level. You see the situation, current situation in the Olympics and in the Commonwealth Games, in every game, our participants are not up to the mark. So we have to focus in swimming, and swimming is one of the complete game. So my best wishes to this foundation, Mr. Dubre, who is organizing this kind of event, and my best wishes to all the organizers, all the committee member, for engaging all youth, how to save life, how to save our society. You see, we have only one organization in the country, that is NDRF, who is working for the saving of life of all of us. So if we create such a kind of pool in every district, every taluka, every state, where we have a pool of all the lifesaver of the swimming fraternity, definitely it will help for the society, for the nation. So my best wishes to all of you, my best wishes to everyone, and once again my wishes to all of you for the International Youth Day. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for taking time from your busy schedule and joining us. It was our pleasure to have you. So again, a warm welcome to all of you. With this, I would request Mr. Vijay Shah, sir, to introduce our today's speaker to all of the participants. Thank you. Vijay, sir, over to you.
Thank you, Shivani. Thank you so much. A very good morning to everyone, all my friends across Asia Pacific. Thank you all for joining today. First of all, a happy International Youth Day to all of you. We had a wonderful day yesterday with all our officials addressing us and telling us the importance of the youth strength. Well, today all of us have joined together to share our experience and the thoughts which go with the youth strength in developing the nation. I would start with the introductions of all our speakers first. Allow me to share a screen. Well, we had Dr. Duble yesterday, who is ex-joint director of sports and youth services, Government of Maharashtra. He shared his experience and thoughts for the youth day with us yesterday. Today, we'll be having our opening session with Dr. Shane. Dr. Shane comes from Australia, and he's an experienced lifesaver and water safety advocate. He's involved in drowning prevention strategies at local, national, and international level. He is a member of the International Rescue Commission and is a qualified instructor, examiner, volunteer lifesaver, and founder of the Regional Drowning Prevention Program in Toowoomba, Queensland, Australia. He is affiliated as Director of Organization Development, RLSS Commonwealth, Education and Training Advisor of RLSS Australia, President of Downs Little Lifeguards, member of ILS Rescue Commission, honorary member of Philippine Life-Saving Society, chairman of Selector, Australian Life-Saving Team, and member of the International Drowning Research Alliance. I would like to share one fantastic work which he has done, and this comes with a video. So I'll be sharing his video with you now.
Toowoomba generally, it's, I guess, traditionally a small country town that is growing into the metropolitan concept. The water recreation and the water holes in this region is not necessarily about our pools, it's more about our rivers, creeks and dams. Our concerns were back in 2012. The National Drowning Report came out and there was a big spike in inland waterways. December, I think it was, in 2012. Unfortunately, a family lost their 5-year-old down at a dam not too far from here, down towards Laidley. And at the time, I guess there was a couple of us that had children around that age. The Just One campaign was originally two of us, myself and Marvin, got together one day over a cup of coffee and really thought about what we could do as a council facility, but also the community, how we could get a message out there. The Just One philosophy was all about just doing one of these things. First one was first aid, the second one was CPR. So if we could get children and parents to learn first aid and CPR, just one of those may help save a life. From the centre's point of view, for the region, we took the lead, and then over a number of discussions and getting other people involved, it evolved into a program which we called the Downs Little Lifeguard. But it was then not only a message about water safety and some of the things that you could do via the Just One program, but it was more an active hands-on program that involved the kids and the parents.
We looked at, well, what resources do we have? We had a lot of people with a lot of knowledge. What funding do we have? Not a lot. So we don't just use standard aquatic equipment. We use the sort of things that people might find in their backyard or on a campsite. They could experience deep water, clear water, cold water, water with obstacles in it, water with current.
The community action was great, really, given that we do have so many rivers, creeks and dams that people do go swimming and fishing in. They could understand and appreciate where we're coming from.
This is not about some form of commercial enterprise. This is actually about doing something for our kids that ultimately will give them an understanding of the water, the dangers, where it's safe to swim, and more importantly, how they can look after themselves when they're in and around the water.
Thank you so much for watching. Dr. Shane, I welcome you on board. Over to you, Dr. Shane.
Thank you very much, VJ. I don't seem to be able to access the video. Do you want me to go straight to the PowerPoint?
Yes, please.
Thank you very much, and happy International Youth Day to all the participants. Hopefully you can now see my presentation on your screen.
Not yet, Doctor.
Not yet. I'll wait for a verbal. Have you got image now?
No.
Might have to put it on your system, VJ.
All right. Putting up. Dr. Shane?
Yes. Oh,
it's on the
so
screen.
Okay. You'll have to be my my wingman, VJ.
Obviously. Please let me know when is the next one.
Okay, thank you. So I'm very honoured to be able to present and to share with the participants today some of the experiences and learnings that we've had in relation to survival swimming. And I guess I preempted slightly the concept of survival swimming or becoming water competent, and you'll understand why I've put that as a prompt. Survival swimming, this afternoon I'm going to show you basically an example through three slides. So the first one there, we're talking about, and the fundamental view is why we have survival swimming, or why do we talk about swim and survive or swim to survive. It's really came out of the initial need to develop the necessary skills for a person, particularly a young person, to survive an unexpected fall into water. So that's where we, most of us start from our premise, and with our younger generation, as we are older generation, as we develop our swim and survive skills, sometimes we tend to forget that the next generation needs to be given that sort of support and guidance. And I think having this symposium today is a great reminder. So I'll provide you a little bit of a snapshot from a global perspective, just to provide some sort of a foundation. I'll talk a little bit about things from the Commonwealth perspective and from a very local, community-based application that was the focus of that video that VJ shared just prior to this. Next slide, please. So at an international level, the International Lifesaving Federation, as we know, hasn't been around as long as some of the lifesaving organisations or people that are online here this afternoon. But there was a recognition back in 2007 that the ILS needed to have a position statement. And that position statement is available on the ILS website as a lifesaving position statement 15, which is titled Basic Swimming, Water Safety and Safe Rescue Skills. So even from the international level, we have a very strong statement that is very easily accessible and provides an overarching direction for all people and organisations involved in drowning prevention and lifesaving. Next slide, please, BJ. This is just, this is just a snapshot from the Millen Bay complex. So what we tended to do, and I'll talk in more detail, is use the facilities in the community to provide basic training, but we also made sure that these young people learned how to apply some of these skills in different waterways, not just a nice, clear, clean swimming pool. Thanks. Next slide, BJ. So this one then moves on from an international level. We have a number of people that have developed what I call, or that they've called the water competency, which is a more inclusive drowning prevention future. And this was actually a point of reference for the development and the work I did with the Downs to the lifeguards. And you'll see there's actually 15 competencies, and the writers that are listed there, Stallman, Moran, Kwan and Langendorfer, have all written various papers in and around those various competencies. So I see that as a very fundamental and a very crucial piece of work that has influenced a lot of the work that we now see. So it covers the safe entries, breathing control once you're in the water, the capacity to float and to actually sustain yourself in water by treading water, the idea of orientation, both front and back rolls, and then rotating left and right, a basic swimming competency, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. The idea, the capacity to swim underwater with a surface dive, and also to exit the water. And as you saw by some of or you've seen some on the video, the use of personal flotation devices. The next slide, BJ. And then one of the other things we were very keen to emphasize is that in a lot of cases, when we have unexpected fall in the water, we're usually not in swimming clothing. We're actually in our regular daytime clothing. So as we know, there's an impact there because you'll be dragged. It has a dragging force once our clothes get wet. Also, the notion of being able to cope with being in open water as opposed to a controlled environment. Spending time identifying and understanding what the local hazards are, looking at and recognizing what risks are and how you can take actions to safeguard yourself from those risks. Assess one's own personal competency. With some of the drowning stats that we've seen, some people overestimate their own ability or underestimate the conditions that they're encountering. And just in the last week, we've had somebody in a kayak that's drowned because they took the kayak into floodwaters in Canberra. We also had a surfer that has drowned because of huge waves in New South Wales. Also, we're keen to be able to recognise what a person in difficulty looks like and how we can assist in helping that person, as well as maintaining our safety. So, and the final thing obviously is that we're trying to build in our young people a positive attitude about water safety and being able to make decisions that hopefully will either keep them safe or their family and friends. Next slide. Thanks, BJ. So that's just another representation of all 15 of those. That's being used actually in New Zealand by the Water Safety Council in New Zealand. So just to show you an application of how it's being applied, and you'll see some of these themes coming through a number of my other examples. Thanks, VJ. So then we move just a quick snapshot in terms of the Commonwealth, as a number of Commonwealth countries and member organisations are also heavily involved in swim to survive or survival swimming. The Commonwealth has actually put together a survival swimming guide, and we're actually in now, perhaps due for a revision. It has 3 fundamental concepts, and that's that notion there. The first one being able to roll into deep water and then surface and maintain your head above the water, namely involving the idea of floating or treading water, and then being able to swim in a controlled direction in any manner for 10 to 50 metres. So that's a resource that's freely available to all Commonwealth nations, and something that as a member of the Commonwealth executive team, we're keen to develop further and provide. So today's session is quite timely, and I look forward to some of the other presentations as we go through. Thank you, Vijay. This is another example taken from the Downs Little Lifeguards. This is in a tidal creek on the Gold Coast in Queensland. So the Downs Little Lifeguard, the community that's referred to in that video, is actually 200 kilometres from this location. And as you can see there, there's a group of young children. We have some lifeguards on standby in the IRB, and we're letting them experience how the tide works and how to swim with and not against it. And so we've got some positive examples there in the water. Thanks, VJ. From the Royal Lifesaving Society, then nationally, this is from the Australian perspective. We have a number of messages that come through on our website, and I haven't put the actual URL there, but it's quite easily to find. And a lot of the work that I've been involved in with the national organisation, we've seen flow over. And the Swim and Survive program that we've been running for many, many years has now been adopted by a number of our fellow life-saving organisations, and in fact is the basis of the program that's been widely acknowledged in Bangladesh. It's also been adopted by the Philippine Lifesaving and various other organisations, particularly through the Asia Pacific area. So I'll just move on because I think a lot of people are familiar with that and can easily access it. The only one thing I will just touch on here, this is a new development. The latest National Swimming and Water Safety Framework has only just been released at the beginning of this week. So if you go to the Royal Lifesaving Society Australia website, you'll find the new details. This is just a snapshot, so I won't spend time. As you can see, it's very comprehensive. It identifies on the left-hand side some of those strands, which by coincidence, you might say, or we might say, is not that dissimilar to those water competencies that I touched on at the beginning of my presentation. And then it talks about the various capabilities. One is gaining that fundamental knowledge and developing some skills. The acquisition of that then is being refined and developed as the child progresses. And as you see there, even just in the swimming column, as you work across from the S1, swimming one is move in the water with assistance. And then when they get to acquisition, they're moving continuously for 50 metres. And then we see as they go into the application that those distances are growing with their competency. So if you'd like to explore that further, it's a very detailed publication and had involvement of swim schools, surf lifesaving, Royal Lifesaving, and a range of aquatic industry bodies over quite an extensive period. Thank you, VJ. So as you saw, I'll move back to my very local level, because I think I know some people online are keen about, well, how do we go and how do we apply this? So our need was sparked locally with some drownings that were occurring from 2012, and you heard Andrew talk about the Just One campaign. We then met and talked about, well, what can we do for our youth, and what can we do to make them safer? Even though we had lots of swimming schools and a lot of children were capable at swimming, once we took them out of that, and for example, that tidal creek, we found that some of those young people were reluctant even to get into the water simply because they couldn't see the bottom, or also concerned about what else might be in the water. Thanks, VJ. So that was the slide that just breaks down that Just One campaign. So that was launched in 2013. And after that 12 months, then in 2014, we launched what's on the next slide, I think, which is the Downs Little Lifeguards. So the Downs Little Lifeguards. Now, I guess there's a number of things in the message here. So I'll try and explain it as best I can. One of the things we felt that we needed to differentiate, we needed to make it local. We needed the community to want to actually support this initiative. If we called it the Royal Lifesaving Society Swim and Survive program, we would know what it is, and we know that it has a strong and recognised position in the aquatic industry. But when you talk about running a program in a community, the community doesn't have buy-in. So we wanted the community to have buy-in. So we wanted to use a local name. So the area that we actually based in is known as the Darling Downs. So the word Downs actually has a reference to the local geographic. And because our emphasis is on youth and young children, essentially from about 8 to 10 years of age up to 13 years of age, and a little bit older. And so we called the program Downs Little Lifeguards. That gave us buy-in by our community and buy-in by the media. So we had quite a deal of television support, news reports, newspapers, radio interviews. So as we've rolled this program out each year, the community have been right behind it. So we don't believe we would have had that support if we simply made reference to a program that obviously had credibility but didn't have a local connection. One of the things we made very clear to everybody involved that it was not a learn to swim program, because there's a lot of commercial and opportunities for children to do learn to swim. What we wanted to do was build on their swimming competence and also highlight that there are everyday things that can be used to keep people safe in water, such as using, as we call them, eskies, or in New Zealand they call them chili bins. So anything that floats, also the use of ropes, throwing a rope, being able to pull someone in, using buckets by inverting them, using a ball. And so we would do all those sort of drills with the children and also with their parents. We made it very clear to the parents, we want you to be part of this program. So that built that connection, that synergy between our youth and also with the older generations. And interestingly enough, a lot of the parents and family members also informed us that they actually learnt some things as well. Then the other aspect of the program that we thought was vastly different from a learn to swim program is that wherever we could, we endeavoured to enable these children to experience the sorts of things that we talked about and trained about in the natural setting. So apart from a deep pool, we then went to wave pools. We also went to tidal creeks. We went to surf beaches and dams as well, local dams, when we've had water in it, because we're a fairly dry continent as well. Thanks, VJ. That's just an example. So, that's the other name. We call them eskies, but ice boxes. So this is with a wave pool. So we've got water, waves breaking, and the children learning how to invert and to use that to provide buoyancy. Thanks, VJ. So apart from that, the program was fundamentally volunteer. We did get some support from the local council as well to enable all the participants to have free entry into the swimming pool for that component. I mentioned the parents. Everyone that's been involved, some of them were also staff from the aquatic centre. They gave their time freely. Nobody was making money or receiving any cash incentive. It was purely a volunteer initiative. And one of the other things, as we say right at the very bottom there, wherever we could, we tried to make sure that the children had a lot of fun in their learning. Thanks, VJ. So one of the things we also did, we talked to the parents after each program just to get some idea. Interestingly, a number of the parents were aware of the drowning data in our country. And a lot of them saw swimming 50 metres as a crucial and a critical component for their children's survival. And as we found with in the Bangladesh experience, the agreed area working with everybody involved was 25 metres. And the reason 25 metres was determined was that statistics and the research shows that a number of drownings occur with people within 15 metres of safety. So 25 is also seen as desirable as a point of safety. So where did we go from there? It's been a program that we've also retained a lot of flexibility. We've moved into other centres throughout the region. So we've serviced up to about 10 different centres, different communities. We actually have capped the numbers so that we can make sure that we maintain an effective program. But we always try and also implement the program prior to the summer school holidays here in Australia, which goes through 6 weeks. So the idea that at least if we try and practice these things, develop these skills and knowledge, that hopefully we'll have a safe summer without losing any of our children. Thanks, BJ. I think there's one more. Maybe not.
That's the graduation day.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. I hope I didn't go too fast. I appreciate that there's different language and abilities online, so I do apologise if I've gone too fast. But by all means, if there's time for questions or chats, I'm happy to take those. Thank you, VJ.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shane. And it was really energizing, and so specifically said that volunteerism is something which would drive this this entire swim for survival activity, and which is precisely done with the Downs Little Lifeguards Club. It's a great example, Dr. Shane. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
My pleasure.
We'll move on to our next speaker. Allow me to introduce her. We have Mr. Dola from Malaysia. Here's something about Mr. Dola.
You are sharing something in it?
Just a moment.
Yeah.
That was Dr. with us, and now we have Mr. Dola from Malaysia. Well, about Mr. Dola, he is an active life-saving and drowning prevention leader from Malaysia. And I personally am aware of a lot of his activities around water in Malaysia. He is the founder and director of Aquaputra Malaysia and president of Malaysian Aquatic Rescue Association. Mr. Dola works very thoroughly with young population in Malaysia, and he has developed many teachers and lifesavers working with aquatic training and education industry. He has done some really remarkable work with children with autism in water safety. I would run a small AV about Aquaputra and Mr. Dola's work.
Just audio only.
I have some technical glitch along me.
Ya, limit tu. Kebetulan dia. Oh, you want me to share over here?
start from there. I seems to have a technical issue here.
I need to share the screen. You can see that?
Yes.
Huh? Vijay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Dollar, for this lovely video from Makra. I request you to please address our participants with your experience with youth development.
Okay. Thank you, Vijay. Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to all participants. You can hear me, Vijay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. Firstly, thank you, Dr. Chin, and most of my friends for the speaker from Phuket and from all over the world. Basically, happy International Youth Day. This is our second day for a pre-International Youth Day. Since yesterday, we already listened to a few of the other sector as well. Our main topic is going to be role of youth swimmer in swim to survive. Basically, being presented by us is introduction as what we introduced by Vijay just now. My name, of course, is Dolah Sain, a founder and director for Academy Aquaputra and president for Makra as well. And together with me today is my wife, if you can see from here. She also life-saving trainer and everything down with this water aquatic rescue. We're going to share what we did since we have observing throughout the trends of drowning situation each year. And of course, we decided to go for further steps by introducing our program. We name it as a Swim and Save Junior Lifesaver. Okay, Junior Lifesaver. We officially launched it in February 2016, and we are focusing towards the group of preschool and primary school, mainly for the age of 4 years and above. Our program mainly focused to the swimming pool. The learning objective of what we did is mainly focusing. There are 4 areas that we looking into. Mainly one is basic skill, life-saving skill, survival skill, and then towards the recreational skill. Basic skill, we are looking into their water orientation, water confidence, and mainly more or less as to go for the belly swim. And survival skill, there is a picture of float of a rope cross, and then a float of gravity. Float of gravity is something like utemate that we added from Japan. And then we are using nature or DIY floating aid. And of course, life-saving skill, how to call for help, how to do a reach throw, how to do the rope throwing, everything. But basically, we didn't focus them. It's a no contact kind of thing. There will be no swim and tow. And lastly, it's more to the recreational skill. Whenever they expand their knowledge and expertise, we will push them to go a basic of snorkeling and towards other water safety beside the water pool, beside the swimming pool. It's just some kind of preparation for them whenever they go out for holidays with their family. This is a kind of basic skill that what I'm trying to mention about. Is mainly our trainers is soft approach just to ensure the kids that to feel comfortable and safe in water. We just them want to enjoy and make friends with water. We need the parents need to know what their kids is doing. And looking at to the survive because ours is safe, swim and safe. When come to the life saving, the safe skill, besides teaching them how to learn and swim, because swim and safe, ours is learn to swim is mainly at least they know a few stroke of swim, freestyle, breaststroke. It will be easier for them to do the back float, roll, everything. And toward the basic skill, we're not using the kicking board. We're using the recycled drinking water bottle as training aid. This is kind of replacement for them for not using the kickboard, pull buoy, or the arm float. We put everything using this recycled drinking water. Normally, it's about 1.5 liter drinking water. And of course, the natures in Malaysia, we are known as a forestry and more to the tropical country. So of course, there will be a lot of coconuts lying around at the beach and everything. So we decided to bring the coconut down to the pool as part of the floating aid in the emergency situation. And this is more or less to bring them more survival and familiar with the surrounding environment. And the other one is survival skill as well, rope crossing, to familiar the kids with anything happen with the evacuation situation. Maybe during the flood, or maybe during the flood water, maybe the river high rise and everything. So this is part of the one that we thought we teach. This is all happened in the swimming pool, been guarded and we guided by all our lifeguards and our trainers. And of course, there will be part of this is part of the life saving skill, reach to rescue. We teach them by using all the rescue tube, and that is part of they using the ropes as well. Sometimes we do put them using the throwback just to get familiar with all the modern equipment that what they're going to face later. Reach to rescue is part of the event as well in the life-saving skill. And of course, we using all this kind of equipment. We try not to encourage them for a body contact. We in fact, it's not very safe for them to go for body contact rescue. And definitely there will be no swim and tow for the kids. And this is the DIY, the something like a floating aid to do the rescue. You just need to fill up that can, the container, maybe with a few water, just to put some weight before you throw to the victim. This is part of it that we teach the kids in our swim and safe activity. There goes for a junior lifesaver. This is another highlight that what we're doing to show the world that what we are focusing for now. This is by observing the needs of the water therapy for special needs, mainly autism, but there are a few that come down with syndrome down and everything, through various engagement with the community. And definitely as a life-saving and aquatic team, we decide to go further step by introducing our signature program. We name it as a swim and safe water therapia. Therapia is a short form from therapy, and been officially launched in April 2017. Just recently, about 3 years. This is our collaboration with Malaysia Autism Association. It's nearly coming up to the 4 years. Our close rapport with the Autism Society. The learning objective is going to be, as all of you can read through, to reduce and overcome sensory issues, to develop cognitive skill through their activities, as you can see in the pictures, where our trainer try to assist them to play with sponge, just to their cognitive in gripping, the sensory, to improve self-control and focus in swimming, to improve their communication skill, mainly to the speech delay, to develop social skill, group water play, and of course to develop their own self-discipline. And on the life-saving perspective, we definitely, since we are a life-saving school, we're not going to leave the water survival and drowning prevention behind, as we know that we need them to know as well that water is a safe playground for all. That include them as well. This is part of the training aid. As you can see, the blue kind of thing is, we call it an PEC, pictorial exchange communication system. This is mainly being used for the speech delay for the autism kids. And with our special guest, in the water, Mr. VJ that came down through the APAC convention. Dr. Shin also around in Bangi at that time with all the numbers, and of course together with Vijay again, with all of our trainers. The one that wearing blue is mainly for the autism trainers. And as what Dr. Shane mentioned just now early on, how we could sustain our life-saving and aquatic skill throughout what we give to the community and to the trainers. Firstly, we facilitated internship program with colleges and university students, mainly 3 to 4 months industrial training attachment with Aquaputra, and from there they will train and they will through their swimming classes, the life saving classes, of course with the first aid, CPR, the BLS, basic life support kind of things, and the swimming activities, the one that we did for them for this internship training. This is mainly giving them more toward the hands-on experience. It's not only in the classroom. We do have students, we teach them, we have our own senior trainer overlook on what they are doing, and we also facilitate our series of CSR, corporate social responsibility program, mainly our we can say through Malaysian Autism Society. That one is our CSR program with them. We facilitate internship, as what I mentioned earlier. We started in 2016. There are more than 40 colleges and university students that involved to date, including their lecturers. Lecturers will be based on on-job training attachment together with us, and with their the student is normally sitting under the course with the academic background, mainly towards tourism and adventure and sports management as well. That what they involve on the water aquatic activities are. And proud to say that 45% of the students of the internship that came down to us are now working in the life-saving industry as swimming teachers and also as lifeguards. And definitely they will come down to us back to teach the latest and younger generation. This is what sharing is all about. This is a kind of what program that we did toward the CSR. This is the first series that we kick off on the April 2017. You can see there are a few there are trainers and that holding the autism kids in the water. This is to date. We have more than 100 kids, sponsored kids for this NILA program. And until now, we keep doing it. And as far as we knew from Autism Society for Malaysia, there are more of them still waiting in the list. We only afford to take around 12 students for 6 series. Out of the 6 days on Saturday. It's a 1-hour program. This is the last series that what we did after the MCO. MCO is a Malaysian confined order for the NILA COVID-19. This is the first program that what we handle out with I think more than 60 not participant, student is about 12 students. Together with the family, it come down is I think nearly 70 of including the parent as well. We did in one of the club. And we're looking to have another one coming up in maybe in October, the next series. And this is some kind of promo. The autism kids with the trainer and together with the parent. Out of the 6 lessons with the autism kids, there are 3 lessons series that the parent has to come in together. The parent has to come in together just to assist us, and we want to adopt the sharing knowledge to the parents as well. So that is mainly part of the autism. And of course, since 2007, we are still welcome all the donors and sponsors to assist us in keep doing this kind of CSR program, which we have 3 series in a year. Since 2017, we have more than 100,000 Malaysian ringgit donated from the organizing sponsorship throughout our 10 series of program. And this is to highlight a bit of what the autism kids can do. And they also attending the competition events. And of course, they can finish up the 50 meters. Is quite very lucky for us. And this is an event for our even competition event is not our focus, but we do have our friend members that focusing on the competition event. So definitely we just send it down just for the kids to get their knowledge, to get their experience together with the parents as well. This is the swimming gala, the one then our friend doing down in somewhere in Seremban, the Mermaid Swimming Club. I think that's it, Vijay. Terima kasih from all of us here, Malaysia.
Thank you so much, Dala.
So thank you very much. So you can. Thank you, Vijay.
Thank you, Dala. You can stop the screen share.
Okay, I can stop the sharing. All right. So the floor is yours.
Wonderful. I must say that the segment of youth who are dealing with the children with special needs is of utmost importance, as they are very much a part of the society who require these needs, and you're developing trainers who are attending to these children and people. Thank you so much, Dola. Our next speaker is coming from Thailand. Allow me to introduce her. Mrs. Vitania, who's the president of Phuket Lifeguard Club and comes from Surf Life Saving Thailand. Her club is located in Phuket. Her club also hosts the Youth Surf Life Saving Championship for Asian member countries every year. The club has helped the local youth population to learn the important life-saving skills and swim for survival, and that has contributed towards their development and livelihoods. Most importantly, they have really reduced the drowning rate across the beaches in Phuket. I would like to run a small video of her club and the activities which they have been doing.
าวสวนกรีดยางแล้วก็ได้มารู้จักงานนี้กับเพื่อนแนะนำมาแล้วก็ชวนมาได้ลองฝึกจริงทำจริงในสถานที่จริงการเรียนรู้ทั่วไปก็ได้เห็นจากรุ่นพี่ก่อนๆครับที่เขาได้ทำเป็นเจ้าที่รับจ่ายก่อนก็ได้มองเห็นว่าการช่วยนักท่องเที่ยวมันเป็นผลดีต่อการท่องเที่ยวความปลอดภัยต่อตัวนักท่องเที่ยวนะครับก็ได้มีการฝึกซ้อมอยู่เป็นประจำกับทีมเทรนเนอร์หรือว่าในทีมเองผมได้มีโอกาสได้ไปแข่งที่เวียดนามนะครับได้รางวัลก็ว่ายน้ำชนะเลิศพายบอร์ดชนะเลิศแล้วก็ซูปเรสคิวนะครับแล้วผมก็ได้รู้ว่าทักษะไลฟ์การ์ดเป็นกีฬาประเภทหนึ่งนะครับที่ผมได้ไปฝึกมาที่ได้ช่วยเหลือคนแล้วก็ได้เห็นรอยยิ้มของเขาครั้งมันทำให้ผมมีกำลังใจนะครับที่จะทำงานนี้ต่อไปI come here every year to spend my holiday. I couldn't swim, you know, and I was drowning, and the guys saved my life. Although they look tough, but they have very good heart, and I'm really honestly thankful to these guys, to this country, that I can come here again and spend my holiday. Thank you so much.
That was a small promo and activity details of Mrs. Tanya. Mrs. Tanya, over to you for your contribution.
Thank you, Vijay. I think you have to open the videos for me. There you go. Okay. Let me share my screen. Can you see the screen now?
It's coming up. Yes, we can.
Oops, sorry, guys. Ooh. There. Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank you, JD Sport Foundation India, and then for an opportunity to share my experience and work that what we done in Phuket here, Thailand. And thank you for my friend that sharing all their work as well, experience. My work in Phuket is a bit different. As you see on our videos, that our need of drownings is what we are looking for from the local community and everything, because we have a lot of tourists coming in. Where we start was in 2009 that we come into the community. Okay, but the club was what established in 2003 with the group of the hotels, well-trained lifeguard. Okay, with the Surf Life Saving Australia. We love our hometown, and that's why we want to make sure that our people know how to save and rescue all the peoples. So what we did in our team, we spare our time while working on in the hotel, and use our own money to go around the island, hop into every island just to train those fishermen, vendors by the beach, around nearby area that we are living. In 2009, where we start talking with the local community that and show them that the system is work, the flex system is work, drowning can be preventing, but still, because it's in Asia, they think that even though you have someone there, there's still drowning happening. So we need to show them what it is. So we are fully into our beaches in 2010, I think it was in June 2010. As you can see here, there's my arrow here. We look after the west coast of the islands. This is about 13 beaches that we look after. We set up the program. We set up the system where the flag system is going on. We try to train our lifeguard. We trained, the beginning was about 85 lifeguard that we have to be trained, but we couldn't find anyone that actually want to be there. So what we do, we're looking for the local people. So we invite the gardener, we invite the rubber plantation guy, we invite the fisherman, we invite the surfer around the area. We invite the boy that they don't know what to do around the beach, sitting around. We invite them to come and join the training. So all these people are the people that we gather and train them, make them a professional lifeguard, teach them what it is, teach them the skill to rescue people and tourists that they are coming to Phuket. And then you can see this is all the spot that we are doing, go around to the other part of Thailand where we introduce our flag system and everything to the other part of Thailand. And it's not just the swimming pool, you see. We are the first example for Thailand, because we live we live on the island and water surrounding by us, and 90% of us is all water. First step out of home is all water, you see, and it's all free. We cannot expect people to come in and swim with us in open water, because this is dangerous. They feel dangerous, even though and even worse, in May to October, we have monsoon coming. So there's no way people coming in for Thailand. We know that, because it's only 10% of people that willing to learn how to swim in a swimming pool. And the cost of learning that they cannot afford it. All this thing is in our mind that we have to do something with it and make sure that everything come out. After working on the beaches, this is what we have. The first 6 months of patrollings on the beach is just to train, rescue, and put up with all the flag system, make sure that system is understood by the vendor, make sure understand by the tourists, make sure understand by the local area. And I can tell you that 13 beaches are different. Environment different, beaches different, everything different, people different. This is all we're facing, okay? But there's something that we know about it, that there's something that we have to send it out. There's a message that we have to send it out, make sure that to reduce down this number, no matter what. That's why we make a lot of questions to ourselves, and there are a lot of things happening, and we thought that, oh, we done that? We done all the signage, all the flip chart that we have to show to everyone? Can we do that? Our lifeguard good enough? All this question is come with the problem that we're facing around the island. I have to tell you that Phuket, at that time, 2010, we have about 8 million people visiting us that year. It was 8 million, 9 million, 10 million, and then 11. And then the last one that we found was 2018 was 16 million that coming into Phuket. All this, it was through 100 men's saving. But how we gonna do this? Send the message out. I almost throw the manual on the table because there's nothing. It's nothing say in the manual like Australian did or some other part, you know. So the answer of our work to reduce down is to send the message out and then to teach them how to swim and survive by themselves. But what it is, and when we look at ourselves, our team, because we believe that no one will protect home better than our own people, because we know the area, we know the beach, we know the sea better than anyone. So here comes our promotion of home protections, home that we protect. This is what we promote our own people, our own lifeguard, for them to see that they can do something better for their own home. Okay. So we want to get this message out, but our lifeguard is not sure on what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They're not really sure on what they're doing. So we want to make our lifeguard proud of what they are doing. We want to make them confident with the self-esteem. That we want them to use all the skill and share the knowledge to the local people. We want our lifeguard to be valuable to the people, to the locals. What I mean is like we look like a security to Thai people. So we want to make them valuable. Our lifeguard need to be valuable to them. They need it up. This is what we want to make them proud of themselves. And we need to improve our fitness and strength, because my lifeguard is not a Dwayne Johnson, not Zac Efron, you know. So we so small. I always encourage my staff that we small, but we are small as a chili pepper, where we can prove that we can rescue huge guy from all over the world. This is where we thought that we would do our Kid Water Safety program come up. So at first, the program was only meant to make sure that our flag system is the message out to the local people, to the vendor, to the Thai people, to the mother, to the parents. All this is what we want them to know. And we want them to know the water safety around the beaches around in Phuket Island. And we want them to know about the rip currents. And we want them to show them that the drownings, how it look like. But first, we thought that we're gonna successful on our events when we invite them to joining the event that we organize. But it wasn't that way at all. We facing that it's only us, our children, our team member children, our friend of the children, our children, our friends that coming, children coming. So the first group was only about 20 people that coming join the activity that we teach on the beach. So it's not easy to take this one, because we have to make sure that it's make a confidence to our parents in Phuket as well. So we still keep on doing it, keep on going with our program to make sure that it's worthwhile. So the first team, first 2 or 3 teams of the group of people went really well. They're coming back to us because they are our team, our kid, our close friends coming in, join with us. So we teach them almost everything: throw rope, shout, reach, all these things we teach on the beach in front of a lot of tourists. And then we have the volunteer. So in the year from 2010, the first group of 40 and 100 up there is with us. First year, they don't have anything to wear, but then afterward, we have a little shirt for them So after they coming and join us many years, we changed the shirt for them. So the first one was all white, and then we have the yellow, black, and then yellow, red. This is all the volunteers that coming up and then become a lifeguard. So as a year go by, all these volunteer youth that we train on the first group coming, they are coming back to us, enjoy the activity with us, or since they were 6 years old and 7 years old. And every year they're joining us until they're almost 18 years old, go to university. Basic swim is the thing that we teach on the beaches. A lot of kids here is only, they never learn how to swim. They know how to swim, but it's not, they don't know how to swim proper and how to survive themselves in water and how to survive themselves when the big wave coming, how to float as long as they can. So we teach them all these things in the open environments that they can see it better, practice better with, and have a feeling of what it is to have a skill of survive in real life. You can see that all the volunteers coming up. This is all the youth that we are trained year by year. Okay. This kid here is the year that they're coming on the first year, and now this kid is all university. But you know what you see on this picture? This is a bocce board where we have a fun environment for them as well. This is to encourage them to join our program. It's not just knowing something, but they have to have fun and activity with everything at the same time. So it's one-on-one thing, because we have to show the parents that it is safe out in the sea. So in our program, it's not just children coming in, because we encourage parents to come along to see what the children learning and to see how we protect and do the safety for their kid during the program. In the first few years, we used only the rescue board to teach the kid as well for when we have a big surf during monsoon season. But throughout the year, we have a support from the Surf Life Saving Australia. We got donated a lot of nipple board, which is good for the size of the kid, and it's fun for the kid to have a go of that, you know. And they know how to use the nipple board and surfboard to be able to rescue tourists, friends, and other around them when they are around the water. See, we also have girls that they actually doing the comeback and teach all the send the message out to the young one, to the new generation for us. First aid CPR, also one of the stations that they're doing. So we cannot just doing by ourselves. We have an equipment and everything, but we also want to encourage that all the national public health and hospitals, the ambulance people, to show all these things to the children as at the living go by. You know, a lot of things that we only seen on the road, but they don't really have a chance to see things closely. We are not close anything, so we try to encourage all these government part to come and join our program to get information passed through all the children in the same time with us. This is the youth year of fun, of sharing to the next generation. That you can see, all this guy is from our first few program that they joining us, and they come join us every weekend to do the have a practice on the bocce board, rescue board, and everything. But then when we have a program coming up, they show up and they come and share the experience direct to the kid. So we feel that the youth is so much better talking to the young one, because they talk to their own language, and they speak, they laugh, and they have their own generation of technique, understanding. And more importantly is that they can get volunteer to do it, and they feel better to do things for the community. See, in every year of our activity, we also supporting the life-saving sport. Make sure that our kid joining the sport of sport fun in the area on the surf and everything. So every year in December, we have a lifeguard surf life-saving competitions, which is before that day, we always have a kid water safety program, which is open for every kid and parent to join, and open a chance for those competitor, lifeguard competitor in the hotels and some other part of Thailand, and all the volunteer come and help assist us teach all these kids again, send up the good thing to them. This is the picture of the little young one that we have in when they were 6 and 7 years old, 3 of them, while they just carry, 3 of them try to carry one board, but then now they have their own board and they become as one of the sport athletes. And then now at the moment, they're also being a lifeguard in professionals, showing the real lifeguard and other things. And in last year, I just sent one of them to Australia just to have an experience of Australian water and work see how they work in Australia. So this is something that encourages our youth that they can do a lot of things better. It's a reward for them. The competition is not just competitions for the kid, because of the youth that come and join us on the first day of the competition. They also been encouraged by our team to come and join the competitions and have a goal of the surf competition in our beach. And then the reward is what they are looking at. They get the medals, they get the monies, the thing that they didn't think that would be happen, but we do it for them. You know, we make it happen for them. And we also show them the samples of our athletes that go on the World Championship to have a fun with our championship guys, you know, see an example of it so they can live on it. This is the video of our kid water safety program on the beach. So let me open it up for you. Oops, sorry. A moment, sorry.
Phuket Lifeguard Club took the show on the road recently. Well, to the beach, that is. Kamala Beach, where the island's volunteer lifeguards staged a series of training events to give youngsters more confidence in taking to the sea. Phuket Today spoke with lifeguard president Pratayu Yourh about the fun-filled beach day for Kamala kids.
As you know, that Kamala is at the moment is many tourists coming, and also as you know that we have the lifeguard system is set up on the Phuket Island, especially Kamala. But the kids should know, and then the parents also coming with the kids today, and then I hope that they learn something. They learn about we have lifeguard on duties, and then we have swimming area. They know the system of the lifeguard working here, and they are connect with the lifeguard people who are duty at Kamala Beach. And also today we have 20 water safety from the lifeguards, Phuket Lifeguard Service coming, and for safety our 75 kids today, and I think they have fun at the moment. And most of the kids, they never come to the sea before, you know, never come enjoy the sea. They just, parents just thought that it's dangerous, and parents are not confident in the water. So today is a chance for us, you know, to set up the water safety here, and then the parents coming, you can see around the parents stay with the kids, and then the kids enjoy with the class. The long-term project is we keep doing to every beach in Phuket Island, and then a year long. And also we aim to teach our lifeguard also to teach their kids in each beach, and that is for community. So we should start something here. Today we set up a 4 station for the kids, two stations in the water. The first one is confident in the water. It can float in the water, in the sea, can play with the wave, dolphins with the wave, and pick up the sand. It can dry and pick up the sand. That is the basic of the kid can confident in the water. And the second station is boogie board. It can fun on the boogie board, can play with the wave. They have fun, I think. The skill for paddles. The third station, we're talking about the environments in the waters, the coral reef, the sea life, the jellyfish, the dangerous from the animal in the water also. The fourth one is the lifeguard system in Phuket Island. We're talking about the beach rule, the red flag. If you saw the red flag, you don't go in the water. Okay. Talking about the reef currents. If you saw the reef current, you don't go in the water. If you get caused by the reef, how you attack from the reef. But that's very simple. And the main thing is they have to be aware when they come to the beach, they have to look for the lifeguard. If no lifeguard, not go in the water. That the kids should understand. And then they can talk to the parent also.
วันนี้ก็สนุกครับได้ความรู้จากพี่ๆเขาหลายอย่างเช่นพิษจากแมงกะพรุนแล้วก็ยังได้ฝึกว่ายน้ำฝึกเล่นอุปกรณ์เกี่ยวกับการกีฬาว่ายน้ำหลายๆอย่างสนุกค่ะได้ทำกิจกรรมหลายอย่างค่ะก็จะไปสอนน้องๆที่บ้านแล้วก็สอนเพื่อนๆที่ไม่ได้มาทุกคนก็สนุกดีค่ะเป็นกิจกรรมที่เสริมสร้างหลายๆอย่างแล้วก็ดีด้วยได้ความรู้หลายๆอย่างว่าเรื่องธงที่เล่นน้ำเรื่องสัตว์ทะเลหรือว่าการอนุรักษ์ธรรมชาติอะไรแบบนี้ด้วยชอบฐานที่เขาเล่นบอร์ดลงไปเล่นอะไรค่ะมันได้ออกกำลังกายแล้วก็ได้รู้สึกถึงธรรมชาติได้เยอะที่สุดค่ะก็อยากให้จัดบ่อยๆค่ะเพราะว่ามันเป็นกิจกรรมที่ทำให้เด็กของเราเด็กอย่างพวกหนูเนี่ยได้เรียนรู้ได้ทำหลายๆอย่างได้เล่นน้ำอย่างปลอดภัยแล้วก็ให้มีความรู้เพิ่มขึ้นด้วยค่ะ
The Lifeguard Club will be staging more of these fun and informative beach sessions throughout the year at beaches around the island.
So, thank you for watching. The main program is actually was organized for 7 years on to 15 years on of age. That's what we aim for. But then we write it down the program and we thought that, oh no, this is difficult because all the parents, they seem to love the program and they want it to happen and they want to bring the children in their own coming. So they not just have one children joining us, they have the younger one as well. So it's 5 years on, 6 years on joining us as well. So the 7 years on is never there. So we have 7 years on, we have 8 years on, and we have 5 and 6 years on as well. So we will have to always have to organize another group of it to make it happen, to make the parent happy to bring their own kid to join the program. The most important thing is that we make all this thing free of charge. And it was sponsored and supported by all the hotel area in all each beaches, and also some vendor on the beach, and also supported by the local community, local councils. They supported organizing the area, lockout, and then the police, because when we on the beach, everything is always blocked out for us, you know. So After we doing all this thing for 5 or 6 years, there's something had much better happenings. We have the Ministry of Education of Thailand came down to us because they see this on the news, they see on the media and everything. So they came down and see why the children that joining our program in only 3 hours each time that they come with us are be able to understand and be able to answer what a very difficult thing happening like CPR. Would they understand how to do it? It's not just understand because of reading, but understand because of practicing and know exactly what it is. And they're learning by the fun that they had, the activity that they have. So they remember everything. This is a thing that amazing our Ministry of Education that this could happening in all over every part of Thailand. So we managed to make the life-saving manuals happen for the Thailand curriculums. This is the second one. The third one was the Thai one too, but it's not all complete. But this is all complete with the public disaster and everything. So it's included on the sea and on the river, on the water flow informations or the flag. Is all inclusive in there. Information for teacher to be used to let the children know about water safety. So this is another step for us, and we are looking to jump into the ministry, into school with this manual to make sure that the teacher is using them properly to our student in school. Okay, thank you for watching, and stay strong, stay positive, stay healthy, and stay safe. And hope to welcome you all in our competitions in December next year. I hope so. Thank you, Vijay. Back to you now.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Tanya. And I myself hold a couple of T-shirts from the Phuket Lifeguard Club. It's wonderful to be with your team, and it's truly an example of how youth have taken up swim for survival, and they have come up to save the young people and also contributing towards development of the youth all around. Um, with this, we have come to the last speaker, that is myself, and we will have the vote of thanks from Mr. Jain.
I welcome Mr. Vijay Kumar Saha. He is a founder and director of Water World. He is the vice president of Kalinga Surf Life Saving Society Odisha and an experienced aquatic safety trainer. Being a master trainer, examiner of life saving courses, he is also an international technical official for the life saving sports. As a senior leader in life saving, he holds the life saving qualifications from the International Life Saving Federation, Royal Life Saving Society Commonwealth, Emergency University CA USA, and Royal National Lifeboat Institution UK. He has been a visionary leader for building organization infrastructure from the ground up and spearheading successfully growth. He is a versatile trainer and business leader and multiple industry expertise ranging from FMCG, retail, telecom, apparel, insurance, entertainment, sports, life saving, and also skill development. He has been extensively working with youth in swimming, safety training for over 20 years and has a large youth team appear across the country. Once again, I welcome to Mr. Vijay Shah sir. Please start your presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Duble, for the introduction. I'll just run a small AV of what I've been doing since my youth days, and then I will start with my discussion. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish everyone a happy International Youth Day again. I must say that it has been a wonderful journey with me and my team to develop Water World to what it is today. I think it's very important for our youth to be part of the Swim for Survival program from the beginning, because it is a life skill. As our famous activist Kailash sir says, the power of youth is the commonwealth for the entire world. And the faces of young people are the faces of our past, present, future. So no segment of society can match the power, and I completely believe so. Well, what is youth? I mean, it's the time of life when we are young, we can take risk, we can learn new things without any baggages with us. And the role of youth is very simple. They renew, they refresh, they maintain, they energize anything which they touch upon. So youth have a role, and I think swim for survival is one important aspect which the youth can take on. As far as youth and sports are concerned, physical activity is very vital. It helps you to develop you completely, give you leadership qualities, give you sportsman spirit, and it's very well supports your education system also. It's beyond impact, so it can't be underestimated. So that's the power of youth. To quickly come up on the Sim for Survival program, as you've already seen, our friends who just shared their experiences, the youth have been learning this water safety skill and implementing. And with a bit of volunteerism, we all can come together and give a safer community with a lot of sporting spirit. Now, what is Swim for Survival? It's very simple, very basic education in water safety. It's about preventing accidental fall, and this can be learned very easily. It's about teaching people how to roll into deep water, treading the water, balancing themselves, and then moving to safety. As Dr. Shane also mentioned about the standard which we follow is about 25 meters is a good to go strength to curtail any incident. Youth swimmers commit to combining water safety and element. That's why youth, I'm saying. When it comes to youth, if they take on to this swim for survival activity, I'm very certain that with the element of water safety and the skills of swim for survival, they can share knowledge in their local conditions. Now, I'm being very specific in being local conditions because most of our youth living in the rural area, they know their local conditions. And if they take on to teaching the local people with the local conditions, swim for survival can be a big asset. They display a good attitude of healthy respect for aquatic environment. They gain sufficient understanding and ability to make correct judgments and in risk situations. They strive for learning and teaching all around aquatic skills. Swim for survival. Basically, I recommend to all the youth that it's for own safety and fitness first. Uh, as you all know, swimming has a variety of benefits. It gives you overall uh, strength, overall confidence, with the least impact physically on your body. Then the youth can gain the information and involve themselves by acquiring the knowledge of survival swimming, and then they can learn water safety. Once they are ready, I suggest that they demonstrate, they share, as we have seen in the past speakers' examples, that how they get involved, and Water World does exactly that. We we invite youth, we train them, we ask them to demonstrate and share, and then the attitude start developing, which happiness and respect is a part and parcel of the entire Swim for Survival program. Self-employment opportunities, career paths, and of course, fitness and safety for life. This is what Swim for Survival is, and youth can get involved with. Water World has been endeavoring the Swim for Survival as they participate. One of the small aspects of Swim for Survival is that I do the community level engagement as far as the small community pools and ponds are there where they are given charge to, once they are ready, they are given charge to take the teaching activities, and that's where they start making their decisions. They start engaging at multiple levels. They develop their own team and enhance their skills on a continuous basis. This gives them the confidence. Um, my partners have been very supportive across the country, and I have a huge team which is very, very fantastic in supporting aquatic sports. Not only simple survival, but starting from windsurfing to wave surfing to powerboat handling to kite surfing, as you must have seen. So, swim for survival serves as a passport to get confidently involved. So, and which is why today we have taken this topic of swim for survival and youth swimmers. If youth swimmers take on to swim for survival, we can easily fight this global issue of, drowning, and as you know, it's the largest, one of the largest cause of accidental deaths. Once you are through with swim for survival, I can certainly say that these are the avenues which the youth can explore. Uh, the interesting avenues are definitely starting with community safety teaching, where you can engage in water and tell people about the safety aspects and how to be safe around water. You can formally get as a swimming teacher in aquatic clubs or training academies. You can get into professional services of lifeguarding across various pools, beaches, resorts, water parks. Tourism and water sports segment is something which gives a lot of opportunity. You can be a community leader and hero by being into disaster management activities, rescue task force. As you all know, JD Sports Foundation is developing the rescue task force across Maharashtra. Life-saving sports is something which is an avenue to perform, to display your talents as a safety swimmer or a lifeguard. And then there are multiple avenues of performance like triathlon, aquathlon, and open water swimming. So this is what I have to say on this International Youth Day. And swim for survival is something which, if every youth adopts and starts sharing with, uh, we all can come up as the fittest youth and evolve as good teachers and good Samaritans. So this is what I have, and thank you for being with us. I will be handing over for the vote of thanks to Mr. Jain. I'll just introduce him to you all. Uh, Mr. Jain is basically uh, a, a young youth which I am following from past 1 year. He is the founder member and general secretary of JD Sports Foundation. He has organized this wonderful webinars in the past couple of months. He's a national level open water swimmer. He has successfully swum 81 kilometers, world's longest swimming competition, and many marathon and sea swimming across India. He is also an India book record holder. This year, he is planning to cross the world level channel, and I invite him to give the closing remark. Jayant, over to you.
Hello everyone. It was very nice experience for all over the last 2 days as we celebrate the International Youth Day. I extend my gratitude to our Honorable Minister of Sports and Youth Services, Shri Sunilji Kedar Sir, Srimati Aditya Takkare Madam, Honorable State Minister of Sports and Youth Services, Government of Maharashtra, Shri Om Prakash Bakoria Sir, Commissioner of Sports and Youth Services, Government of Maharashtra, Mr. Veer Dhaval Khade Sir, Olympian and Arjun awardee, who graced this event with their motivating words and presence. I thanks to all the expert speakers of today's webinar, Dr. Jayaprakash Duble Sir, Dr. Shane Baker Sir, Mr. Dola Said Sir, Founder and Director of Aquaputra, Ms. Vitanaya Chauhan Ma'am, Mr. Vijay Kumar Shah Sir. This event has helped the youth to understand the importance of sports and especially the skill of swimming for survival and its role in personal and nation development. I look forward to have you all for such a education and encouraging meetings in futures. With this, I especially thanks to our speakers from Australia, Malaysia, and Thailand for contributing their valuable experience for youth. I especially thanks to Sports Department of Government of Maharashtra, Fit India Vertical of Youth Affairs and Sports Ministry, Government of Maharashtra, I am also very much thankful to SportSWOT team, those who are giving digital and technical support for making a successful webinar, Srimati Shivani Parab ma'am, and AFSTI team for giving continuously support for our international webinar. We will not forget the support of Water World, Sports Indie, Swimming Association of Maharashtra, Dolphin Swimming Club Nagpur for giving a major contribution in this webinar. I would like to remind to all the participants, please fill up the feedback form and get e-certificate. Please fill up the feedback form within 3 hours. Wishing everyone a happy International Youth Day. Thank you. All participants, I request once again, the feedback form is given in the chat box. Please fill the feedback form and get e-certificate. Thank you.